I never thought I'd be the kind of guy to sit in front of a lawyer, discussing divorce. I always believed in commitment, in loyalty, in fighting for love. But everything changed one evening over dinner. It was a Friday night. My wife, Aisha, and I had been married for 6 years. We had a comfortable life, not perfect, but stable. Or so I thought. She was quiet all day, and when I finally asked what was wrong, she said, "We need to talk." That phrase never ends well. She looked me in the eye and said, "I've been thinking, maybe we should consider an open marriage." At first, I laughed. I thought she was joking. But her expression didn't change. "I love you," she said. "But I want to explore other connections, meet new people. This doesn't mean I love you any less." I was stunned. I felt like someone had poured cold water over my soul. I asked her if there was someone else. She hesitated, then nodded. "It's just coffee and talking, for now," she said, as if that made it any better. I didn't sleep that night. I stared at the ceiling, thinking about how we got here. I remembered the early days, how we danced in the kitchen, the late-night drives, how she used to laugh at my terrible jokes. But that woman was gone. A week later, I filed for divorce. No shouting. No drama. Just silence. She was shocked. She kept saying, "I thought we could still be together." But for me, love wasn't something to be shared. I could forgive a lot, but not betrayal in disguise of freedom. Aisha moved on quickly. Photos with new guys started popping up online within weeks. I won't lie, it hurt. But it also made me realize I made the right decision. Now, a year later, I've rebuilt my life. I found peace in solitude, in clarity. I'm not against open relationships, but only when both people want that. Me. I just wanted loyalty. Respect. A partner who valued commitment as much as I did. So, when my wife wanted an open marriage, I gave her an open door. After filing for divorce, I moved out of the apartment we had shared for years. Every corner of that place held memories, good ones, mostly, but now they felt like ghosts haunting me. I moved into a smaller flat, closer to work. It was quiet. Lonely, at first. I'd come home to silence. No one waiting. No dinner on the stove. No soft voice asking how my day was. Just empty walls and my own thoughts. I kept wondering, was I too rigid? Too traditional? Should I have tried to understand her need for an open relationship? But every time I remembered that she had already started seeing someone else before even telling me, the answer was clear. She didn't want to fix what was broken, she just wanted permission to escape the rules. One night, I got a message from her. Just one line. "Can we talk?" Curiosity got the better of me. We met at a small cafe downtown. She looked different. Free, maybe. Or just pretending to be. She apologized. Said she never meant to hurt me. That she missed us, but she didn't regret asking for an open marriage. I asked her one simple question. "Did you ever plan to stop seeing that guy if I had agreed?" She didn't answer. And that was all I needed to know. I told her that we were done. That the man she married was gone, and the woman I loved didn't exist anymore. The divorce finalized 3 months later. She didn't fight it. Maybe a part of her knew that what we had couldn't be salvaged. The healing process. Divorce is not just paperwork. It's grieving a living person, someone who still exists, but not in the role they once played in your life. I started therapy. I focused on work. I reconnected with old friends I had lost touch with during the marriage. Slowly, the pain started to fade. About 6 months later, I met someone. Her name was Zara. She was nothing like Aisha. She was calm, consistent, and honest. When I told her about my past, she listened without judgment. Zara once asked me, "Would you ever try again, real love?" I smiled and said, "Only if it means both of us are walking the same road, not different paths side by side." She understood. Final thoughts. Looking back now, I realize that people change. Sometimes for the better, sometimes not. Aisha changed. Maybe she outgrew me. Or maybe I outgrew the version of myself that tolerated being an option instead of a priority. I don't hate her. I don't wish her harm. But I do thank her for showing me what I don't want in a relationship. She wanted freedom. I wanted loyalty. And sometimes, love just isn't enough. So when my wife wanted an open marriage, I gave her exactly that, freedom. But I chose something else for myself. 1 year later. It's been a year now. Funny how time works, it doesn't heal everything, but it does teach you how to live with the scars. Aisha reached out again a few weeks ago. She wasn't doing well. The guy she left me for. He moved on. Told her he wasn't looking for anything serious. She told me she felt used. That she made a mistake. That she missed the stability, the warmth, the version of us that once felt unbreakable. But by then, I didn't feel anger anymore. Just pity. Because she had confused freedom with fulfillment. She thought chasing new faces would fill the void. But some emptiness can't be fixed by company, it requires reflection, something she never really did. I didn't reply to her last message. Not out of hate, but because there was nothing left to say. My new chapter. Zara and I are still together. She's not flashy. She doesn't post every detail of our life online. But she's present. When she says she loves me, I believe her. Not because of grand gestures, but because she shows up, every single day, with honesty. Sometimes we talk about marriage. I'm more cautious now, of course. Love still scares me a little, but I no longer carry the weight of betrayal on my shoulders. I let it go. And that has been my greatest win. To anyone listening. If you're in a relationship where your worth is being negotiated, walk away. Don't stay where your loyalty is seen as limiting. Don't let anyone make you feel small for expecting respect. Love should never require you to share your heart with strangers just to keep someone happy. So if your partner wants an open relationship, ask yourself. Are they opening the relationship, or closing the door on commitment? For me, the answer was clear. She wanted an open marriage. So I opened the door. And I walked through it, not because I was weak. But because I finally knew my worth.